The pillow and we'll take it from there.
Right, okay, yeah, and there's got to be a pillow with a hole in it somewhere. And the blood spot.
I took a closer look at the blood spot from the Baroness's bed.
Yes, what's wrong with it?
It looks odd.
Odd?
I think it should be darker.
I understand. The iron in blood causes it to darken the longer it's exposed to the air.
Right, and...
We don't have time to waste. Dr. Gebhardt, examine the body thoroughly. He would have noticed if anything was wrong.
And you trust Dr. Gebhardt completely?
I trust everyone as much as is advisable. There will be a complete autopsy in Cairo. Until then, the doctor is one of the few people on board who is not a suspect. You, him, the stowaway, Constable Oliver, and I all have alibis.
There are still enough suspects left.
Okay, and the note.
I was able to make the traces of a note on the Baroness's notepad legible. She wrote that a murderer is on board and that she'll unmask him. She asks the recipient to meet her in the saloon at 10 p.m. If we can find the recipient...
I was the recipient.
Monsieur?
When I entered my cabin last night, I found a message on the floor. Someone must have slipped it under the door.
Why didn't you say anything about it?
I didn't know that I was obliged to.
We're partners.
Yeah, don't hide
Not
stuff,
really.
man.
You're helping me out until we reach Cairo, because you somehow managed to remain on board.
But...
I'll choose when and with whom I share information. You can accept that and continue assisting me, or you can spend the rest of the journey on a deck chair thinking about missed opportunities.
And none of this is by any chance related to the fact that the message doesn't suit your Raven theory. The Baroness knew the murderer from the past, and he was already a murderer when he boarded the ship. The Raven was always just a thief, not a murderer.
Careful, Constable. Are you accusing me of perverting the facts?
Of course not, monsieur.
Then let's get back to work. Good day, Constable.
I'll be in touch if I uncover more clues.
Very well.
He's a great character. I really think that Legrande is a great character, because I warm to him 1 second and then I'm very cold to him the next. Do you know what I mean?
It's like Kenny from The Walking Dead.
Right, yeah, I guess. I mean, for you, I mean, I don't know, were you best of buds with Kenny, or did you hate each other?
No, it was a little bit of both.
For me, like, well, I was just mostly hated him most of the time. Well, Lee did. I didn't necessarily. All right. Yeah, sorry, what were you going to say? I'm going to examine this.
Yeah. Like, Lee basically, they always had fights, always. Like, I would back him up sometimes, but I mostly hate him.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was back and forth, and we had fights. And
how did your big fight with him go in that game? Did you manage to like?
I kicked his behind for sure.
Really? It was for me. I didn't do very well in the quick time event, so we were having a fight, and like he managed to punch me, and I got one back in, and then he managed to punch me again, and I got one. It was great. It was like a proper back and forth. It was like a really cool like boxing moment. I'm lost now. Like, what are we meant to do here? Like, we could examine the globe. We're looking for a pillow.
An antique wooden globe.
We're looking for a lot of
If
stuff.
hadn't asserted himself back then, this would be a flat disc now.
Also, did you know that's a myth that people used to think that the world was flat?
It's a myth?
Yeah, like
Really?
it would. There are maybe some small references to some tiny societies, very brief periods of time that believe such a thing. But mostly, a lot of cultures and people throughout the the eons of humanity have always sort of known, oh, it's a sphere. It's like this big excuse people come up with. It's like, oh well, people thought the world was flat once, and now it's and it's sort of like poppycock. Did you like how I use that word? It's like it was never something that people really believed. Like it's not this big dramatic thing that. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. Well, what were we looking for? We're looking for a pillow.
Right, so I guess we might as well just talk to people.
I'm sure
see what
Captain
happens.
DeConti wouldn't mind a chat, but
Yeah, okay, so he can't help us. Or can he?
I'm sure
No, he can't.
I shouldn't bother. Her mind is still razor sharp, and I'll need it to crack this case. I don't want to blunt it by using it too often.
That's an interesting idea as well. Don't ask people for advice too much until you really, really need it so you get the absolute max. Alright, so let's go back out into that deck.
A pillow.
See, there's that whole area down in the brig as well that we just cannot get to again. And that's that. If anywhere is going to be, you know, have a lot of stuff for us, surely it would be there. Surely.
Man. Alright, so we've went... Alright, so there's nothing here.
No. Can't go through that door.
Use the magnifying glass to see what happens.
On this screen here?
Yeah.
I've done that quite a few times. There's nothing really going on.
Okay.
Are you still scared we're going to run out of points, by the way? 10,950?
Not really. It seems that you're supposed to use it a lot anyway.
Yeah, right?
Remember, you can press space, I think.
Yeah, you can. We got the butler
death
too.
of his mistress doesn't really bother Inch. He's only worried about his own future.
That's true. That is true. We can't get downstairs. There's no way further down.
Okay.
So we can go back to the side deck. Maybe we can talk to the constable and... Oh, what if he's asleep? Can we not just sneak in? Oh, no, because he's got the key or whatever, doesn't he? We've got the crate here. Which perhaps is hiding.
I hope I don't find myself...
No, right, yeah, that was just the life jackets. So we can go upstairs or to the forecastle. Do you want to go back to the forecastle or upstairs?
Yeah. Yep. Let's do the forecastle.
The what now?
Forecastle.
What's that?
It says forecastle.
What's that bizarre pronunciation of this word that's clearly not spelled anything like that? Examine the door of the Oh, we can speak to him again.
He won't let me talk to us. He respects Legrande far too much to disobey his orders. If I want to get into the cargo hold, I'll have to get rid of the constable.
Wow,
first.
we're proper scheming. Okay, well look, we can use objects as well. What if we use the reel on him? No.
The sibling, the tape that came on it, and the...
So we're actually looking for the second reel of that as well. How do we get rid of him? What's our other object? We got our wallet. When's the wallet going to be used as well? That's crazy. Or maybe that was something we missed ages ago. Message from the Baroness. Can I use that on him? Why is it appearing as 4 different... That's weird.
I'm trying to think.
We could drug the constable.
Yeah, let's do that, right? He won't find out at all.
Oh, look, we got something here. We got a water bottle that we can interact with that I never knew existed before. We could take his water?
Constable Oliver brought something to drink. You can tell it's not the first time he's had to guard something.
Let's take his water. I want to take his water.
The bottle should be full of
Maybe
water.
he needs to go pee.
Unless the good constable happens to have a secret alcohol problem. No way to verify that. I can't get the bottle without him noticing.
He's asleep!
The bottle should be...
Again, like, so we want to distract him. Oh, what the hell?
And Legrande doesn't want to talk to us anymore, so...
I keep looking at that staircase over there and thinking, oh, I should go up that, but that's not going to work. Maybe we should challenge him to a game of hopscotch.
Yeah, whoever wins gets to talk to the guy.
yeah, that makes sense. Well, we can go upstairs again and maybe try and get through that door. And maybe there's somewhere else we can sort of play around. That's the gangway, by the way, where they found the pistol, I guess. Which is surprisingly near to where we got knocked out, but I'm not sure.
And there's no way to, like, look inside of the lifeboat. There's no way to do anything. Oh.
We can examine the door, or we can go downstairs.
I better let the men do their work. If one of them had detected something yesterday, he'd already have informed Legrande or the captain.
That's quite the assumption to make.
Right, but it's a game, so it's one of those things.
What a mistake to make! No, I don't buy that. I think that's...
I assume, like, if they give you an option to talk to somebody, that... Oh, go downstairs? Oh, okay. I thought you were pointing forward and actually said go downstairs.
No, sadly not. Yeah, like, I would assume as well, like, just keep talking and interacting until you can't do anything else, and then... We can examine the gangway for ourselves again, but it's like...
Oh my gosh, there's a pillow there too! Dun dun dun! Maybe we're missing something inside of the...
One can easily toss a gun into the sea from almost anywhere on the ship without being noticed. And yet, the murderer chose the one spot where it's not actually possible.
Yeah, that's I'm not buying that. The afterdeck had nothing, so I'm wondering if maybe there's a way further down beyond Legrande's cabin, and we can get back into the brig. Do you know what I mean? Like so downstairs, and then sort of try and get further along that corridor. Because we haven't quite
missed something in the Baroness's place,
and that's the option as well. So, I mean, we spent a while in there, to be fair, but
yeah.
Right, there's nothing here except for going to Legrande's cabin, examine the medical center. and examine the plant. Let's examine the plant.
It'd be like, what's the happening
There are little
again?
stones in the flower pot.
When Matt Wahlberg talks to plants.
Oh my god, this is doing something, dude.
What?
Not only does the poor plant have to make do without sunlight, it doesn't have any soil either.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Very interesting. Medical center?
Are you gonna enter? Hold up, you said enter?
Dr. Gebhardt locked the door.
No, he
Something
locked it,
tells me-
and we're not allowed to go in there.
Oh, okay.
Alright, examine the hallway.
I'm not paying for this trip, and that's a fair price for my cabin. It's rather plain, shall we say.
Go into my
No,
cabin.
I-
Oh no, I've slept enough, he said. God dang nabbit. So there's nothing in here either.
Let's go to the Baroness and
And
use those spy glasses.
end this session where we began it.
Yeah.
In the Baroness's room, looking for stuff. Like there's nothing else. This whole ship we've just explored now. It felt so big originally. That's what she said. Let's go back through into here then.
Wow.
I know,
What,
it was
there's
pretty
another
good
door
though.
over there.
Yeah, but
Oh.
you can't click it. I've tried many times.
Yeah.
Many times I have tried. Alright, spacebar. Get your eyes peeled. I don't see squat. Oh, I see one thing. Examine the lock and chain.
Assuming the murderer isn't a magician, and the Baroness locked the door herself before she went to bed, the murderer couldn't have left the cabin through the door. So, the murderer must have still been in here when Dr. Gebhardt kicked the door in. Which is unlikely because someone would have seen him. Or he found another way out of the cabin.
Yeah, up there, dummy. What else? The blood spot. There's got to be something more with this,
Alright,
dude.
and the jug?
Oh, and the jug. Can we keep examining the jug?
I don't care what Legrande and Dr. Gebhardt say. The blood spot looks strange, and I'd like to take a sample. Maybe I'll get the chance to analyze it.
But how do I take... Do we put it in the vase?
Right.
Can't see anything.
Oh my god, dude. Stuff is
Wow.
happening.
Heavier than it looks.
Oh my gosh.
More feathers.
Aha!
Uh-huh. Pick 'em up.
What? Oh, the feathers?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a late reaction.
More feathers. And they're singed as well.
Why? No.
I'd better take it with me.
But that doesn't make sense. I want to use the feathers on the blood spot. I'm trying it. Oh, but we can't anyway.
Yeah, they read he read something in the journal.
He did. Do you want to go to the journal town again? Hold on. Let's
Yeah.
let's search the handbag again because apparently we can still do that.
Cosmetics, a handkerchief, spectacles.
You didn't even look.
Nothing special.
I
You didn't even look.
Well, we just got an achievement for that. Crime scene inspector. Let's take
I'll
your
leave
diary
it
too.
there. I don't have time to read all of it.
What are you talking about? You're in the middle of an investigation. That means a lot of reading, dude.
He's lazy, dude. He's an old man. His eyes is getting...
Lazy
Yeah.
old man. Alright, well look, so we don't even have feathers to interact with anymore. I want to listen to the audio tape too. Can we put that back in the machine? And then we've got the journal. So we do have options here. So, audio tape reel. It's just not working. It's not working. Alright, let's go back to the journal. Let's see what we got. The Notebook. Smash comedy love film from 2006. I took special note of the blood on the bed. Something's not right. It's so red. After many hours exposed to the air, it should be brown. Secrets. Who is the Raven? Don't know. Who is the murderer? Still no suspect in the Baroness's murder. I'll see if I can get some useful information from the other passengers. I'm looking for clues that could lead us to the killer. Hint. Maybe the gunshot I heard in the cargo hold is connected to the murder. Yes, that's a pretty obvious thing. Legrande gave me permission to search the Baroness's cabin. I should search thoroughly for clues. I think there's more than just feathers stuck in the vase, but my hand's too big to reach in.
So maybe you can use something to take it?
If I take this sample of the blood, I can examine it in more detail. Yeah, but how do we do that? Alright, so what do you want to do with the vase?
Is either we break it,
the down feathers
or
tossed in the vase? Or is there anything else in there? There may be something else in the vase, but the neck is too narrow to reach in with my hand. There may be something else.
Ah!
So what do we,
okay. So
what do we use to get it out? Maybe somebody can give us something?
yeah, now that we've done that, maybe we get a new dialogue option with one of the characters. This may require some cutting, guys, just to keep the pace up a little bit. So we'll see what we find.
Definitely need some
The
cutting.
death of his mistress.
No, he doesn't want to talk to us. I should examine that room a little bit more carefully, because I haven't done that for a while. Nothing in there. The music in here is really weird.
Dude.
I'm sure
Oh, look, there's something here on the bar. Examine the ice bucket.
Yeah, that's what I was showing you.
Oh, was it? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I opened the bucket. Let's get some ice.
As
Oh
expected.
gosh.
Tongs.
Tongs.
That didn't take very long. We might not actually have to. Well, we probably will cut. Check it out. Tongs.
What is the meaning of
Oh,
this?
whoa. Chill,
Are
dude.
even the police light-fingered nowadays?
Chill, dude.
I
Come on.
need this tool for a criminal investigation.
Well then, why didn't you say so? But bring the tongs back when you're done. Otherwise, I'll have cold fingers all day.
All day.
And the meatballs!
Linguini.
Lasagna!
Oh, lasagna.
Lasagna's like the best.
Lasagna.
You have to have it with lots and lots of cheese, just like drenched in cheese.
What? I like the minced beef with it.
No, cheese, dude.
I'll tell you what, at my old job, like when I was in like college, right, when I worked at a supermarket, they had like this awesome vegetable lasagna that you could have. Like, oh my god, I never thought I'd like vegetable lasagna, but it was so good, that vegetable lasagna.
I had one with just plantains.
With
Just a plantain lasagna with meat inside and cheese.
wow.
Good work.
It was ridiculous. So good.
There's
Oh yeah,
something
stick those tongs in
there.
there.
Baby. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it. Wow.
Someone stuffed this in the vase. Looks like it's been used to muffle a gunshot. If this isn't an important discovery, I don't know what is.
Okay,
Poor
but
man silencer.
Legrande, here I come.
why were there feathers with it then?
Because when he shot it, feathers got inside the pillow, and then it fell off a little bit. He was in a rush.
Wait, was that the pillowcase then?
Yeah, that's a pillowcase.
Oh man, there should be more feathers than that. What, we found 6 feathers? 6
Yeah.
feathers make up that entire pillow?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It looks more like a handkerchief to
A
me.
singed pillowcase is
No, no.
proof that there must have been a second gunshot.
Is it? What? Hold on, why? What?
In
Oh, yeah.
You talking about the cargo hole? There goes. He just
Vector?
used that thing.
What was that?
That thing that he picked up that you were looking at. He picked
Can't
it
you
up.
knock?
I didn't realize. I'm really...
I'm not getting anywhere. I'm going to question each passenger individually. Anyone without an airtight alibi will be checked for gunshot residue.
But, Inspector,
People trip up when you put pressure on them, Constable Zellner. The Raven is nervous. He's changed his methodology and become a murderer. I'll see it in his eyes. After you.
but Inspector Legrande, we have no proof that the Raven and the murderer are the same person. Quite the opposite. The Baroness's message hints at the fact that she knew the murderer and that he'd killed before.
You may not know it, but I do. I will catch him with or without your help.
I don't believe it. What's gotten into him? Ah, well, it makes no sense to tell him about my theories if his opinion is already set. I need evidence. Or better yet, the murderer.
The murderer.
I also need his lab if I'm going to get anywhere. I need to get in there somehow.
We're going to sneak into his own
I
lab.
really need to talk to the stowaway. He may have information, and the inspector will just ignore him, since he's too young to be the Raven.
Hey guys, just wanted to drop you a quick update about Raven. Sorry it's been a little bit slower recently. It's been kind of hard for me and Matt to find times to sit down and record together, especially with all the workers in my house. At worst, it will go on for like another 5 days or so. We'll see whether we can record something perhaps this weekend. But yeah, this is the last episode we've managed to record for now, so it could be a couple of days before it comes back, but it will be in full force. I promise you it will be daily and we'll get through it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you as soon as possible. Have a good one.